Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. And in this video I want to show you some features that I really love about this car, my Mercedes C63 Amg. Now I might be wearing the same clothes as my previous video. That's because I'm just filming a video after video. Well, some of you know what's going on around the world, I'm sure all of you know. So we might be in a lockdown soon, so I'm trying to get a few videos done just in case we are in a lockdown and we won't be able to leave our houses. At least I can get some videos done. And as you guys know my car, and if you don't know my car, you should subscribe because you're missing out. In this video I want to show you things that I really love, features of my C63 Amg. First of all, look from here, it just looks beautiful. I love the blacked out aggressiveness. It just looks crazy, especially when the engine is on, those lights are on, those daylights, it just looks aggressive. Look at that guys, it's just mean. Anyways, and look at those front wheel arches. I mean, look at the angle from here. Look at that. Stunning. So let's give you a walk around first. And of course you'll notice this beautiful carbon fiber mirrors. I've actually covered it in previous videos. The blacked out VA bi-turbo badge. It just looks so aggressive with this arch. And you know what? I remember telling you guys that I'm not the biggest fan of those alloys, but I'm starting to grow on them more and more. Because I think it just suits the whole bit of the car. And as I said, the car's really dirty. I haven't had a chance to clean it. It's been raining all day, not today but previous days. As you can see, the rear of the car. But what I really wanted to show you guys is a few features I love of the interior of the car. So let's get into the car and get to the things I love. So in we go. So obviously you see those nice AMG branding with the lights. So one of the good features, the steering wheel actually moves. You guys saw that? The steering wheel moves up and down. And let's turn it on. Oh, that sound unbeatable. But what I really wanted to show you a few things. The first thing what I really like about this is on the infotainment system. Right, you got here your buttons. You got dynamic select. All right, let's click on that. Engine data. This is something I really love, and this is nothing new, but I just personally like it. So as you can see, this big display on the screen, we have here the oil temperature, horsepower, right, horsepower HP, and this is Newton meters of torque. And then over here we got the gearbox oil temperature. Let me just show you what happens when I rev. So basically it's telling me I just used 100 horsepower to do this rev. Now this is something I love, because sometimes you just want to have fun. Sometimes it's just enjoyable to just look at these. Just gives you an example roughly what I know. That might not be 100% accurate, but it's just a nice feature to have. I mean, even driving normally without driving fast, it's just interesting to see how this thing works. And besides it, it's a cool thing. It's just something that's really cool, and it's just something fun to have. So this is definitely one thing I really love about this car, you know, in terms of features. Now let's get out of this. So let's press this arrow, and you see, as we can see, we are out of here. Now you can see here a few options. This button here is to set the suspension settings, rough, you know, and sport. Let's press it now, I'll show you what I mean. So you see, when I press it now, it gives me options to put on comfort, sport, and then you got here this button to set the gearbox on manual mode, and then this dynamic button, if I push it up or down, you see here it says adapt. Or here on this screen I can put on comfort, sport, sport plus. The minute I put on sport plus, the exhaust is louder, the car is more rough, traction is lighter. So yeah, it just goes crazy. So, you guys saw that? Yeah, as you guys can see. But this is definitely another feature that is fun, messing around with these dynamic buttons. Definitely another thing that I enjoy doing with this car. This is a feature I really love. Oh, I can just fall asleep in these seats. The seats are so comfy, guys. Honestly, It's one of the most comfortable seats I've ever experienced, no lie. I mean, I've never been in a Rolls Royce, but in the normal cars that I've driven, like other Mercedes, BMWs and all of them, this seat is just something to... I would wish all my cars have seats like this. Besides the point, they are heated seats and obviously ventilated seats, so in the summer you can get it nice and cool, or in the winter nice and warm. But honestly, it's just comfy, guys. Now, other interior bits that I really like, look at the quality of this dashboard. Okay, and I know this is not just with this car. A lot of cars manufacturers nowadays, BMWs, do this as well, but honestly, I mean, when you really sit inside, you start to appreciate all these little beautiful bits. I mean, even this chrome here, everything is just so nice and doesn't look cheap at all. Everything feels, I mean, I would appreciate that this would have been like aluminium or something, but it feels like some sort of plastic aluminium. I'm not sure really what they are made out of, but it doesn't feel cheap. Definitely not, and it definitely doesn't look cheap. All these feel and look apart. They definitely look like they're made up for the scratch. But yeah, guys, this is like... And another thing is obviously the gear select, you know, to put on park D or reverse is right here near the steering wheel, and that's quite common with a lot of Mercedes. However, on the CLA 45 it's right over there. I do get confused time to time, but yeah. And look at these beautiful stitching here. Everything just feels so nice. The leather over here, this just feels quality, guys. And these are just little details I love. Okay, these things make the car so much more refined and feel better. I mean, look at this on the door, nicely stitched, and it feels quality. It doesn't feel cheap, it just feels good. So this car definitely does it for me. And going back to a video I spoke about before, this is why I actually chose the C63 over the BMW M3, because I just didn't feel like the M3 has the same interior quality and feeling like this car. And performance wise, we're not going to talk about that, but interior wise, in my opinion, the C63 smokes the M3. And obviously sound, there's no denial, the sound of this car is going to smoke any M3. Doesn't matter what exhaust you have. I mean, come on, this V8 sounds amazing. And also, of course, the seats in the back really comfortable. You can fit easily passengers inside, and that's why I really bought this car, because it's got the performance side and it's got this comfort side too. I mean, if I drive in comfort mode, it just feels like I'm driving a luxury car, and then with heavy performance. So it's just a no-brainer for me. That's why I just enjoy this car. So I just thought I will share on this video some features I love about my C63 AMG. Let me know what you think in the comments, and thanks for watching, guys. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on my next video. Bye now.